Well, you know what? As the day started and I saw Grace race well and win in 57, I said, oh, we're going to have a good day. Good as him. He didn't race that well. I want to talk to Mark about him. But all in all, I thought it was going to be a pretty good day. I knew game, set, match was going to be a problem. Game, set, match, it was only going to go two ways. Either she was going to behave and all would be good, or she was not. And that's pretty much it. There was no middle ground. I knew there was no middle ground with her. She warmed up good, quiet in the warm-up. You know, you'd never think that filly that you saw race tonight warms up as quiet and as sweet as she does. It's one of those things where I can tell you exactly what it is. You know, she come from a very reputable farm, and a horse that just doesn't want to listen and is immature and doesn't want to learn, they won't. And it's frustrating. Very, very, it leaves you feeling exhausted, obviously, and powerless. Powerless. There's nothing you can do. I knew as we got to the quarter pole, I saw 27-1. I'm like, oh man, I can't get her over the half in 57 because there's just going to be a cavalry coming. If I can get there in 56-2 and she decides she wants to do her work tonight, maybe we'll be able to put a mark in like 54-3 on her. I know there's some horse in there show good. That's the only way it's going to work out. It's going to go that way or the way that it did. We get into the last turn. She felt like she was coasting along okay. I could hear the horse in behind me struggling a little bit, and I'm thinking, I know he's not a good horse to begin with. Where's all the good ones? That was answered quite quickly, as all the good ones and all the other ones went by her. And I had talked to Randy after and said, you know, when you're dealing with a crazy fast horse, you're just doing your best to mitigate their brain cells. You know, their voices in their head. But when you're just dealing with one that's crazy, she's not that fast. It's a problem. And it's not that she's not fast. I mean, you know, you turn her out, bring her back, take your time with her. Can she grow up to be a better horse? Yeah. Yeah, I suppose she could. But there's always that chance she won't either. It's a very, very frustrating feeling when you're sitting down and, you know, you go back and watch a replay. Floats over the ground, beautiful gait. Just doesn't want to be controlled. And the more stuff you put on her to control her, that's when she starts doing her bad stuff. We just had a mini bit on her tonight. You know, if I come up to the gate slow, if I'd have been able just to take her off the gate and get away 8th, who knows? Maybe she comes home 27-3, you know, 27-4, picks up a 4th. But that's exactly what can happen when horses just don't mature and then get a little ornery, a little rude. Not a great feeling. So that's that. You're going to see Game Set Match show up in the preferred sale platform. Here's a filly that I wish more than ever she'd have won that qualifier. And I know I won that qualifier. That still bugs me a lot. I wish she'd have won that qualifier and put that good 2-year-old mark on her for Randy and Bob, but it didn't work out. And then Eldies Patrick, man, for a horse to train down without making a break. He made a break on James, and then that throw in his head stuff. He's done that before and not made breaks. That's not why he made a break. I don't know what. Something's bugging him. He wasn't hanging on the left line, so clearly that left foot was bothering him a little bit. It's not bothering him now. You know, what is it? What's bugging him? It doesn't appear to be anything. So that leaves me thinking mechanical. This isn't a situation, you know, this is a time of year when we start to see the ones emerge that have made mistakes, or ones at the end of their season making mistakes, or ones that have been troublesome and frustrating, like a Galarian, like Game Set Match. Horses like that. I'm trying to weed them out and move them around quickly so they don't drive you crazy. But Eldies Patrick was not that for us, ever. Now, I guess I had pulled his hobbles in, but I know when I come back on the track and he made that little skip, he just knuckled over coming back on the track, the hobbles did not seem super tight to me. So do we add a set of toe weights to Eldies Patrick? Tighten his hobbles up? Yes, we do. And it's so weird because he loves his work. You can tell. Like, when I let James go, he was a little frustrated. He wanted to cut it. He'd see him throwing his head, but he usually does that, and then he'll settle. And tonight he didn't settle. So, put a set of toe weights on him. And when we first got him, I had bell boots on him behind, which we do sometimes. Stay close for them. Both Father Patrick's. We'll put him back in. I mean, this is obviously, I like the part of this jurisdiction where now we don't have to requalify off a qualifier. So we'll put LD's Patrick back in. There's no, he's going to make breaks, he's doing this. I can make him trot. I just thought that he was good enough tonight. Coming into tonight, after the warm-up, I was happy with him. A little tinker, we'll turn those screws a little more on him and get him racing next week and get him back going, get some confidence in him. I guess that's it. I was going to take off, but when I come off the track, it was too late. You know, it was already late for my girls. I was going to be over there at 1 o'clock. I'm like, geez, that's not cool. But I'm going to have to break the bad news to Lauren and Jason that I'm not going to be at the barn tomorrow morning. Instead, we're going to take it easy in the morning. I'm going to take off around 10 o'clock. Maybe we'll stop in Columbus and get a bite to eat for lunch. You can always turn lemons into lemonade when you're on the road. So rather than going there tonight, my plan was, it was going to be a lot of work and a lot of driving for Ava and Addie and Daddy. I was going to go to Northfield, get there late tonight, get up, go with as many babies tomorrow as I could. Probably leave around 1, and it's a 5-hour shot down to Indiana and then back to Northfield. So there'll be less driving overall for us, but I won't be able to go with the babies in Ohio tomorrow, but I will go with the babies in Ohio on Saturday. So, definitely not the day we wanted, but always a silver lining. We got Grace straightened away. It's so weird. Grace did nothing all week. Just hung out, took it easy, no stress, and just went out and pummeled them today. So maybe the track, maybe the trip, maybe a million things. Maybe she likes Hunter, maybe she likes the meadows, or maybe she just likes a simple life. Either way, very, very happy with her. There's lots of room to move in those classes, and whatever. The time that I thought we would maximize selling Grace has come and gone. Now we would just be selling a horse that fits the non-winners of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There's no need to do that. We may as well win those classes with her. So that's why she's not in the sale. I had a very nice conversation tonight with a client, very polite, Ted was, and he said, you know, Anthony, I'm a little concerned. It seems like how did he put it? It was very polite. You're selling a lot of our raceway horses, our pay horses, and buying a lot of yearlings, you know. And I don't think I was clear enough with everybody. I'm not selling racehorses and then we're left with this gap of racehorses. Quite the opposite. We have horses coming back. We have horses starting now. We have horses that will be good all winter. I've already talked to the race office at Mohawk. I know what classes are filling, they believe are going to fill, and we're going to buy horses accordingly for those classes. If we sell 5 racehorses, I have every intention of replacing them with 5 racehorses, minimum. So this isn't me somehow purging our racing stock. No. And you know what? I haven't been clear enough about that. So to Ted and everybody else, I would fully assume, that we are going to replace all of our racehorses, one for one, with horses that I simply think will fit us, what we're trying to do better. And the obvious question of that will be, well, Anthony, why would somebody sell a horse that is going to fit your program if it doesn't fit theirs? Because it's not about the stable, it's about the jurisdiction. Horses that may not fit classes any longer on the east coast of the U.S. may fit them for quite a while here at Mohawk. You have to understand how all these pieces move around. There's much, much more to racing than just racing horses. And my job is to see where we're going to have difficulties and sidestep those landmines best I can. I'm only human, I can't miss them all. But at the same time, find those horses that are going to fill in those gaps for us also. in what I hope is a much better way. So, a little clarification, obviously, for Ted and for a number of you that maybe didn't quite understand what I meant when I said, we're putting 10 or 11 horses up for sale. The race horses that are leaving will be replaced. We have the mixed sale in Harrisburg, and don't think for a second that preferred sale on Monday, that is going to be the most horses ever for a preferred online sale. I would bet very good money to that. And there'll be some decent horses on there. You think we're the only ones looking to move horses around? You think there isn't people out there that are looking to put together a capital for the Harrisburg sale? Lots and lots and lots of people looking to do that. So, as I said, silver lining for today, Grace was a winner. Looks like we may have her figured out and back moving in the right direction. Now, as far as LD's Patrick, I know it's frustrating, and I know we've had a few horses that faltered this week, but I would say LD's Patrick, although he's not near as good, you could chalk him up a lot like Locatelli making a break at the gate. Shouldn't, won't, and will be very useful in the very near future. So that's where I'll leave it. I'll let you guys go. I'm going to change my night. I called an audible. I'm not going to Ohio tonight. I'm looking at the thing. It says I'm going to get there at 2:45 if I left right now. I'm almost home. I'm not going. I can't do that to the kids. No. We're going to get up, leave a little bit earlier tomorrow, maybe 10 o'clock. That puts us theoretically in Indiana around 4:30. Instead of getting there 4 hours for the race, we're going to stop in Columbus. Get a little bite to eat there in the mall, down by the mall in Columbus. Take it easy. Have some Ava, Addie, and Daddy time all weekend long. So, not the night I wanted. I thought it was going to be, but it was not the night I wanted. And that's racing. We'll move on together, and we'll do some more talking in the near future. I'm going to post this video, another video I did this morning, talking about some of the Harrisburg horses I'm interested in this coming Harrisburg sale in 10 days. Take care, everybody.